Hello and welcome to Mining Headlines of the Week. I'm Devin Murrigan. We start here. There will be no halt in mining in the traditional territory of First Nation of Nacho Niak Dun in Canada's Yukon Territory. That's the word from Yukon Premier Ranch Pillay following the landslide at Victoria Gold's Eagle Mine heap leach facility in June. Pillay says stopping all mining will have significant economic and legal impacts. The First Nation called for a complete halt to mining and an independent investigation after the landslide. The government will not stop existing mining operations with permits, but it has proposed a ban on new claims in areas of cultural or environmental importance. Well, some good news from Yukon now. Snowline Gold says drill results from its Valley target in Yukon have exceeded expectations. The company's shares rising 5.5% following the news on Wednesday. Two key drill holes showed some of the highest grades of gold yet. Snowline CEO Scott Badal says the findings were much better than expected. Badal says the results will help improve Snowline's resource estimates and potentially expand the project. Glencore has scrapped plans to separate its coal division following opposition from shareholders. The Swiss miner and commodities trader announced its intention to let go of coal after acquiring assets from Teck Resources last year. But an overwhelming majority of shareholders with eligible voting shares have chosen to retain the coal and carbon steel materials business. Analysts had largely expected the move due to the cash flow from coal. Glencore is one of the largest producers and exporters of thermal coal. It expects an output of 98 million, and 106 million tons this year. Well, staying with Glencore, the company has been fined $152 million by Swiss authorities for failing to prevent a bribery incident in 2011. The fine relates to a business partner bribing a Congolese official during the Simandou iron ore mining deal in Guinea. Swiss prosecutors have said for years that Glencore didn't do enough to stop the bribery. The company, while not admitting fault, has agreed to pay the fine and avoid an appeal. The fine ends the last of the government investigations into Glencore's past misconduct. You're watching Mining Headlines on mining.com. Now, here's a vote of confidence in Canada's mining industry. The country's top stock markets, TSX and its venture exchange, have raised 62% more capital in the first half of this year compared to the same period last year. Mining companies on these exchanges raised $6.8 billion in the first 6 months of this year, up from $4.2 billion last year. TMX's global head of mining, Dean McPherson, called the first half very encouraging, saying the rise in financing shows increasing investor confidence. McPherson expects commodity prices to help miners, especially with record prices of gold approaching $2,500 an ounce, although copper has slid since a peak in May. Well, finally, Africa-focused miner Gem Diamonds has discovered a 145-carat white diamond at its Letseng mine in Lesotho. This is the 9th diamond over 100 carats found at the mine this year. The diamond recovered on August the 3rd is a rare type 2A stone, highly valued for its purity. The Letseng mine is one of the world's top diamond producers by revenue and sits at a high altitude in the mountains of Lesotho. Despite the success, diamond miners are facing challenges as demand for diamond jewelry in the US and China weakens and lab-grown diamonds gain popularity. Well, that's it for your mining headlines this week. Bye for now.